providing hurdles for people. Governments are very good in creating barriers for people. So I would say the government should reflect and go back and see what are the things we are doing which kind of puts a barrier around a group of citizens or all citizens. Why can't we open it up so that individual capacity starts flourishing? So I would emphasize on that, individual capacity to flourish. What other countries do, they will do it for their own interest in the business. And we'll do what we do with our own self-interest. So that we can combine ourselves, that mutuality of two interests can make it better. That's why people start opening doors. All the things that we hear about globalization is not because this is something somebody ordered us to open the door. It's our interest. If I open my door, you will open your door, mutually will benefit from each other. And that's why we say let's open door for each other. It's a question, the whole question of keeping the door closed and let our own entrepreneurs flourish. I think that was a very bad policy. So let's do it, have a bigger market so that we can mutually work that way. And there I would only introduce the other factor about the social consciousness-driven enterprises, not just greed-driven enterprises, so that they become an important factor. Once they become an important factor, market will become much safer place, because then market will be doing, the more it flourishes, the more things it will be brought to common people. So that's what I would emphasize, not having homework as a kind of to go to a higher class, or the class will come from our own work, own hard work, not homework. Hard work that we produce, and the fact that I see my destiny lies in my hand. So when I am convinced about that, I can create my own destiny, and I'm on the driver's seat of my own life, I will work out. People are very smart. People, you don't have to lecture people. Just give them the opportunity and see how they run, how they will bring out their creativity, how they will bring out their ingenuity. Each person is full of ingenuity, and the future of the world lies in opening up those ingenuities, not in kind of keep it in the hands of few people. And we talk about the knowledge economy these days. Knowledge economy, there you don't need money. It's just ideas. And if you come up with ideas, no matter where you are, you may be in a small village in a poor country, but you have a great idea. Everybody will come to eat from your own palm because you have the idea. So develop that idea so that you are creative. Our education system has to come that way, because most of our education system restrict free thinking. They are busy dishing out information. Those are old style education, because there you have to remember a lot of things. The more you remember, the more wise man you are. These days you don't have to remember. You have to understand. Because if you need something, you can go to the internet and find it. It's there. So everybody as wise as anybody else, because the information is just a click away from you. But you have to know how to interpret that information. How to put two information together, it becomes a new information, new context. So that's what we should be teaching our kids, teaching our population, so that they become creative. So creativity should be at the forefront, not the homework. It's the creativity which will be at the front desk, and everybody will be trying to be creative, and that creativity will change everybody, the whole world, and at the same time, communities after communities, individual after individuals.
Soy la UNI y acudí a informarme sobre uno de los planes de apoyo a la iniciativa empresarial individual en Tánger en 1979. Estoy orgullosa de ser una de las pioneras en el sistema. De allí el proyecto se extendió a 5 provincias, incluida la capital. Cada crédito devuelto supone la renovación automática y ampliada de obtener un nuevo préstamo. Hoy podemos pensar en que nuestros hijos estudien y tengan un futuro porque somos dueños de nuestra vida. Grameen no solo ha significado una oportunidad para los pobres. Es la vía para aprovechar esta oportunidad.
Opening up doors, this is what my theme is, that everybody should be free to choose, free to move ahead without any interruption, without any barrier. Financial institutions that we built over years, and we are so proud of the excellent performance of our financial institutions. All the new instruments, financial instruments every day they are bringing in to facilitate trade, commerce, and personal fortune. Unfortunately, is limited to only privileged few people in the world. It's not available to the massive population of the world. If you just draw a line in the middle, half the population of the world virtually have no access to the financial institutions. So far as financial institutions are concerned, these half the population of the world do not exist. Only the upper half, and higher the level you go, more and more financial instruments are at your disposal so that you can make more money. So it's a very strange kind of situation. We are talking about barriers. Here is a barrier all laid out. It's a very heavy wall. You cannot cross the wall. So here we are saying that it should be opened up. What makes a difference between having financial institution and not having financial institution would be obvious if you can try to shut your eyes and imagine that suddenly from this moment on all the financial institutions cease to exist. All your financial services are no longer available. Try to imagine what will be your life, what will be everybody's life, what will be the life of the whole economy that you live in. What will happen to it? It will nothing but darkness, nothing but stoppages, because nothing can function without those financial institutions. So that's exactly what is right now for the whole world. Half the population goes through that darkness. Why can't we have light there? To open up opportunities for people so that they can find those services and change their own life. So this is what microcredit or Grameen Credit has done. Grameen Credit brought the credit to the poorest person. It's not dependent on collateral. So you're not looking at how much she got. You're looking at the potential of the person, not the past performance of the person. So you are not saying, you're not looking at your credit record. In many countries, the moment you come to the financial institution, the first thing they will ask you, what is your past credit record? Show me your credit record. And then if you had a bad credit record, they're not going to talk to you. We say, forget about the past. We are not dealing with the past. We are dealing with future. We are building a future. So your past is totally immaterial for us. This is a fresh start for you. Even if you have messed up your past credit record, doesn't bother us. You got into the problem not because of your own, because of many other circumstances. So we don't hold all these things against you. We build from them. And someone who's never been, and half the population of the world never been to a credit institution, except for probably moneylenders and so on, which was a totally wrong kind of thing to happen, because in the absence of formal institutions, these people thrive. And as a result, you have to borrow money at 10% per week interest rate or 10% per day interest rate. And still people wanted to borrow money because it still makes sense to them, pay 10% per day. In Philippines, it's 20% per day. And still people survive. Imagine how much capacity people have to pay 20% per day interest, still make money for themselves. And there, our financial doors are all closed. So this is the opening. Grameen Credit is the opening of that door. And not only opening in Bangladesh, now we're saying that we have so much experience in it that it could be anywhere in the world. Rich country, poor country, urban areas, rural areas, tribal areas, people who don't speak another language. Doesn't matter, because people are people. They need money to move ahead. So we can provide that funding, provide that credit facility. So that's why it became very interesting. People want to know. First of all, people don't believe that it's possible. But once we provide our 26 years of experience, what happened? They cannot deny it. Now it's spreading out all over the world. So Grameen is not an exceptional case. Grameen is a demonstration of a global case. That's why it's catching up. You have Grameen programs in New York City. People never imagined that New York City people need financing in a Grameen style because they never thought that they could handle money like that. Now you go ahead and see that it works pretty well, perfectly. And you go to other cities like Dallas, Texas, Los Angeles, or whatever, where Grameen programs are spreading. And in European countries, in Norway, in Sweden, in UK, in France, in Bosnia, in Kosovo, everywhere it works. Even in now in Spain, Granada, Grameen programs are coming up. In Italy, in Naples, Italy, the Grameen programs are coming up. So Grameen is not a kind of a funny little project in Bangladesh. Grameen is an alternative way of bringing credit and the most effective way to bring credit to the poor people, because it is based on trust, and we took the word credit, which means trust, and really built an institution around it, rather than building a credit institution which is supposedly the place of trust, built on distrust. So we avoided that, and we got this, and it not only it works, it has shown that it's very resilient, it's very strong financially. In all these 26 years of our experience, it's never faltered. So this is what I see as a Grameen experience, and there banking is done on human relationship, on trust relationship, rather than bringing the legal framework or bringing the lawyers into the picture, bringing the court into the picture, bringing the police into the picture, nothing into the picture. Just people to people. It's a handshake. That's all.
Basma Pushitanga Sa